Good day, traders. I trust you are well. Welcome to Price Action Profits 20th of October. This week, I am unable to show you an actual trade that I took because I was away the whole week wearing my other hat as an executive strategy facilitator. I was working with a big Japanese group. We're in the beautiful Vic Falls retreat town of Livingstone in Zambia. But I didn't trade. But I'm back, so let's have a look at a trade that I'm pretty sure I would have executed. Now, red news announcement right here at the open of the US of the UK markets. Now, not yeah, of course, UK markets. Gee, George Wakey, pound US dollar. Now, the thing about red news, you have heard me say this so many times, and if you haven't, here is my rule. Very simply, when I look at uh, Forex Factory or whatever calendar you are using for red news alerts, whenever I see a red news announcement um, that affects a particular country, like any announcement, of course, out of the UK would affect the pound versus the dollar. Any pound crosses, it is going to affect the UK 100 or FTSE 100, depending on what you're trading. For that particular market, I am always out of the market. If there's one red news announcement, I want to be out at least 30 minutes before. So had I been in a trade somewhere within here, anything to do with this bear breakout, out of it, first choice is to get out of the market because red news is completely unpredictable as far as I am concerned. I know there's ways to trade red news announcements. I've never mastered them. In fact, I've never looked into them, nor mastered them, so I can't comment on them. So, and I'm not interested in adding that to my basket of strategies. So I just get out of the market, uh, take profits, take losses, whatever the case may be, or and this is probably a higher risk response to coming news, is just tighten the stop. So if I was anywhere within here, by the time we get here, I'll be holding my stop there, very tight stop. Why I say it's high risk is sometimes you don't get an attempt to break out. The market can actually gap up, and that could be problematic. So that's my approach to the reason for that is if you uh, uh, this is what I do actually. I keep a record of all red news announcements for all the markets that I trade. I have slides with hundreds and hundreds of examples. And whenever I look at it, I always see that the red news, higher probability they will change the structure of the market or they will disrupt the market or something that will cause me to have lost money based on the strategies that I trade. So I don't trade it, but I have many examples that I could show you if we had the time. In this particular case, red news breakout, the breakout beneath here that failed, breakout above here that failed. But the candle was controlled by the bears, but it didn't change price action pattern. That's interesting. Why I say they disrupted the market, of course, it would have stopped me out had I been anyway. I held my stop here or there. Um, change the structure of the market because from being bearish, it didn't change the patterns. And the pattern that we had by the time we got to the news was a wedge bottom, which is indicative of the potential of the bulls to control the market. And of course, we had the news announcement with a wedge bottom. We now had a new low. But after the wedge bottom and the new low of the news, we had a higher low micro double bottom just here. There's a higher low itself and a micro double bottom right here. So the actual pattern that we had in spite of the interruption did not change. So the bulls that were trying to change the structure of the market eventually controlled the market with this bull breakout. Okay, bull breakout, breaking out above. That was a key low before the news and any of these other lows, which was the bulls broke out above, failed to control the candle, eventually followed through with five beautiful candles. So the bulls were in control of the market. Had you wanted to buy a breakout, you'd have bought above here, but you would not have been triggered in. We then had a higher low double bottom, another bull breakout, one of my favorite strategies, breakout pullback high one, definitely would have taken that trade and made a decision where to put my stop. Ended up with the trading range. So, I think this is pretty insightful. Had I been watching this, unless I was in another market, I definitely would have executed a trade here and decided where to put my stop, and then just managed and see what we got. So I hope you found that interesting. You got to think through what happens. The red news trading on the 5-minute chart, and I think also in any lower time frame, you're really going to be cognizant of what's taking place on news announcement. Now, there's a lot more that we can add on into it. So, if you want to find out more about my one-day course, where I delve into greater depth about the strategies, where to put your stop, how to manage things, get in touch with the Actions to Wealth office, find out how to access my next one-day course, Best Price Action Strategies course. Thank you, traders. My name is George. We'll catch up with you next week. And for sure, we'll have some real trades